everyone and welcome to another video. Today's video is the first episode of Ben Recommends. And I will be recommending books about witchcraft. So I've got lots of books to show you, so let's get going. Starting off is The Circle by Sarah B. Elfgren and Matt Stransberg. I think I said that right, I most probably didn't. But this is about a group of teenagers in a school. And in the school, they wouldn't normally be friends, but something tragic happens. And they are brought together and find out that they are witches. Now, they each represent an element. Air, earth, fire, water, metal and wood. And with that, they all have individual superpowers. Now, I love this story because each chapter is based on a different character, and there's just such lovable characters, and I cried like 4 times in this book. But it's a brilliant, dark read. So if you like that type of thing, definitely read this. High Witch, don't know too much about this, but it's only a skinny book, so I'm guessing it's about a high witch. And it's got a nice cover, but if you want a quick read to get you into the witchcraft world, then this might be for you. This is by Mona Hanna. So there you go, get it on Amazon. I did, only for like £1. Blood and Magic by Preston Norton is about a girl. It isn't necessarily witchcraft, but she is a descendant from a demon, and she has kick-ass powers. And there's a wizard and a vampire in this, but it's all in modern day. Freaking love this book so freaking much though. Like, I can't even explain to you. This is kick-ass, dark, urban fantasy. So check it out, it's got good magic in. The series which I recently bought is Witchfire and Burnmark by Laura Powell. Don't know too much about this either, although I do know it's a modern take on witchcraft, and I'm excited to see what this means. For you read a lot of books about, you know, witchcraft, but it's superpowers and blah blah blah, where I feel like this is more to the roots and more rituals and covens and fighting, so I'm very excited for that. School Spirits is a standalone book which is a kind of spin-off series or a spin-off book from the Hex Hall series by Rachel Hawkins. It's about a half-witch who fights ghosts in a school. I mean, really? Her writing's great, so definitely get this book and check it out. Victoria Lambert, a brilliant historical fiction series called Witchful and Witchstruck, and it's about a witch in the historical times of Queen Elizabeth I when she was young. Now, Meg is a witch. She falls in love with a Spanish priest, which is kind of taboo, but she's also got to be careful because this is during the time of the witch trials in England, and you know, she's under constant threat, yet she still wants to practice magic because she's quite powerful. But if you want a historical fiction read with some true historical events and information, but with a witch twist, then this is a book for you. I will add my link for my review down below, so go check them out. A Discovery of Witches is an adult fiction book based around witches and vampires in Oxford. It's a brilliant older read about witches and vampires, so if you feel like you want a more mature approach to it, then this is a book for you. It involves time travel, so you know, what can I say? Pretty amazing, huh? This is by Deborah Harkness, so you should go check this out. It's the first in a series. I haven't got the rest because I need to finish rereading this one. A brilliant series is Rachel Hawkins' Hex Hall series, and this has got witches in, vampires in, werewolves, shapeshifters, and all that jazz, demons. It's about a witch who goes to a boarding school because she kind of can't control her powers. Turns out she's not only a witch, but a very powerful being, and she goes through lots of turmoil, romance. She nearly gets murdered, the school gets closed down, the school nearly ends, and loads of the supernatural people nearly die, and that's her job to save them. So this series is so good for a cool, Mean Girls-esque vibe to witches. Gabriela Laporte is my ultimate favourite author, and she wrote The Witches of Glass Castle, which I've raved about so much. It's about a brother and a sister who find out they're witches and go to a school to learn their magic, but come across loads of problems like death and people trying to kill them. You know, the usual stuff. So if you want to learn more about this, I'll leave my author interview and review down below, so go check that out. Also wrote How I Found You, which is about 2 witch boys that go to a small town in England, meet a girl for a very particular reason. It involves dark magic, dark times, romance, and demons and evil, ancient evil magic. So definitely check this out if you're into that kind of gory scary feel. Kim Harrison's Dead Witch Walking is the first in the series, and it's a very sexy and seductive witch who is hired by vampires to stop bad witches and black magic. Now, I'm really excited to get into this, for it is a very sexy and seductive read. So it's going to be very exciting. I'm very excited to get into it. And if any of you guys haven't read this and want to read it with me, let me know, because I really want to do like a group read of one of these books. The Secret Circle by L.J. Smith and Aubrey Clark is a brilliant, brilliant witchcraft read. It's about a coven in New Salem, New England, and it's modern day twist on witchcraft, and they're very powerful. And TV show The Secret Circle was based on these books, and this is a complete series now, so you should definitely read them. It's got a Mean Girls-esque vibe. It's based around a school, based around a coven, powerful black magic. It's so good. I love kick-ass witches, and every single one of these witches in here are kick-ass. And it's got black magic, white magic, death, murder, love, romance, anything you can ask for in a brilliant series. Another series is the Cast of Chronicles. I understand this isn't about witches, it's about casters, but it's still got magic in. It's a brilliant romantic read, and if you don't know too much about this, go on Goodreads and check it out. Or I'll leave the link down for my Beautiful Creatures review down below, because I reviewed it and I loved this series so much, so you definitely would like it too. My current favourite witchcraft series at the moment is the Wiccan Sweep series by Kate Tiernan. It's brilliant. I'm reading at the moment. Oh my god, it's the best ever. There will be a review of this series up very soon. I'm currently finishing the last book, which is at the top of the pile. It's brilliant. It follows a girl who doesn't know she's a witch, find out she is. She's very powerful. She falls in love. She nearly gets murdered. She gets nearly murdered hundreds of times, but she's very powerful. And there's scenes in it where if you had magic, it would happen to you, and you would be a part of this story if you had magic, and it's just so realistic and amazing, and I fall in love with all the characters, and it's just such a great storyline, so in depth, and just, so amazing. So if you haven't read this, read it, and thank you to the people in the comments that recommended this series to me, because I read it due to you, and now I'm in love with it, so thank you so much. Of course, I've got to mention the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. Won't talk too much about it, for I think a lot of you know what this book is about, but it's so good, guys. The Harry Potter series is amazing. It's basically childhood in a book. I have Carrier of the Mark and Shadow of the Mark by Lee Fallon. This is a story about druids, which are very magical old people in England, and about these 4 characters who harness elements: air, water, fire and earth, and they all come together and they need to replenish the earth, otherwise, you know, everybody's in trouble. But I know Ariel Bissett can vouch for me that this book's amazing. It's based in Scotland. It's so good. There is really nice romance in it, and normally romance is quite cheesy, but in here it's really nice and very powerful druids, and these people that can control elements are so amazing, and I wish I could control the elements too. It's just so unfair. But this series by Lee Fallon is great. I have Once a Witch by Carolyn McGaw, and this is a great story about a girl, and in her family are witches, and they all have special abilities, and she is trying to solve mysterious things that are happening. Oh, so good. So good. We're the Witch by Shannon Delaney is a great historical fiction read based in the old world where witches could bring down storms, and they're taken away because they are thought of deadly and they are controlled. And it's about a girl who gets taken away from her family. She doesn't know she's the Weather Witch, but turns out she is, and it's just brilliant. And there's romance and death and mystery and trying to save this girl. It's so good. The last book I have is A Witch in Winter, which is a romantic witch read. It's the first in a trilogy, and if you want to have a trilogy of romance and witchcraft, then this is definitely a book for you. So there you go, they are the books that I'm recommending for you today based around witchcraft. I hope you like Ben Recommends, because I will be doing more episodes of it. All you have to do is let me know down in the comments below if you want me to recommend any other types of books for you. Also, if you've read any of these books, let me know what you think of them. Or if you know of any other books based around witchcraft, then write them down in the comments below. Let other people know, let me know, and we can have a conversation down below, because I'm very passionate about witchcraft books and I love it. It's my niche, and oh, so great. It's like a breath of fresh air. Brilliant. So give this the thumbs up if you like Ben Recommends. I can't wait for next time. Thanks guys so much for watching. Bye bye!